Five important Egyptian archaeological discoveries that provided leaps in our knowledge of the past. Thank you for joining me today. Please do remember to subscribe, like this video if you enjoy it, and share with your friends and family on social media and elsewhere. When it comes to archaeological discoveries, very few countries can measure up to the wealth of Egypt. From the Rosetta stone to the village of the kings, to the great ancient pyramids of Giza, Egypt holds a large trove of history which includes many important and mysterious discoveries. Rich tombs that date back to antiquity, ancient treasures as well as an alluring assortment of magnificent temples are testament to the richness of the Egyptian dunes. Even though we are yet to see another wonder of the world, archaeologists continue to discover many important ancient artifacts and sites that precede the Middle Ages. Both old and new discoveries reveal that the country can still deliver unexpected historic gems and wonderful Giza-grade delights. With this in mind, we have decided to take an inventory of some of the most amazing findings that have come out from this great civilization. This video highlights brief exposition on some of the best and oldest Egyptian archaeological discoveries. Number one is the Tomb of Tutankhamun. The Tomb of Tutankhamun is arguably the well of ancient treasures which was discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter and his small team. Up till today, the tomb still remains the most popular historic gem to have ever come out from Egypt's ancient past. Among the treasures found in the tomb was the mysterious death mask that belonged to the boy king, whose rulership was clearly committed to restoring the polytheistic religion of his people. The huge quantity of artifacts found in the tomb of Tutankhamun gave great insight into culture, religion, design, and even technology of the time. Number two, the Rosetta Stone. Discovered in 1799, the Rosetta Stone, an ancient artifact that dates back to the time of King Pharaoh Ptolemy V, who began to reign at a very early age. Written on the stone is a law that confers the right of rulership on the younger ruler, who was 13 at the time the decree was made. Interestingly, the decree appeared in 3 different languages and was written by a council of priests who were custodians of the law. The most important fact worth mentioning is the decipherment of Egyptian hieroglyphs occurred in the early 19th century, for which the Rosetta Stone supplied the most helpful clues. At that time, only a few Egyptians were capable of reading ancient hieroglyphic scripts, and Rosetta Stone gave people an opportunity to extract missing information, thus solving many puzzles including the riddles of the Sphinx. Without the Rosetta Stone, full deciphering of Egyptian hieroglyphs could have been a long way off. Osirhynchus papyri. Starting from 1896, more than 500,000 papyri were discovered among the remains of Osirhynchus within the space of 11 years by 2 great archaeologists, Arthur Hunt and Bernard Greenfeld. Further investigations revealed that the erythro writing materials could have been introduced around 1800 years ago. It is believed that town's dry climates is the reason why the fragments were able to survive for so long. Administrative documents transcribed and assembled from the Osirhynchus excavation so far include the various and sundry old recipes for hemorrhoids, cataracts, and hangover treatment. The contract of a wrestler that agrees to throw his next match for a certain fee. Information regarding a corn dole reflecting the same program in the Roman capital. Such tidbits give a fascinating insight into the more everyday going on in antiquity. The meteoric jewelry. dated to 3200 BC. The meteoric jewelry were discovered in 1911 from two different tombs in the cemetery. The metal beads, which are arguably the oldest iron artifacts on the planet, were made by hammering and rolling the meteorite metal into tiny forms. These were mainly used on necklaces with other fine materials like gold and agates. The plague of Cyprian. This historic discovery was made at the same time the great city of Luxor was being excavated. This occurred between 1997 and 2012 at a funerary site in ancient Thebes, where a group of archaeologists were working. The plague of Cyprian was the name given to a pandemic, probably of smallpox, that afflicted Roman Empire from AD 250 onwards during the larger crisis of the 3rd century. According to poetry, the complex came about when the whole Roman Empire was inflicted by a mysterious plague which took the life of many around the 3rd century AD. From 250 to 266, 5,000 people were said to have died in Rome. As Pontius of Carthage, Cyprian's biographer, said, "This dreadful plague brought an excessive destruction from a hateful disease and invaded each and every house." This discovery was the basis for further studies of hemorrhagic fever like Ebola and contributed to the world's medical field. All of the mentioned discoveries made an impact on the world and its development from the ancient times to what we know it now. Each of the revelations greatly contributed and advanced the world of education and science. Every single day, humanity establishes ways to progress and thrive, and in a way, we are making a history right now. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family on social media and elsewhere. Also subscribe and enable notifications so that you will not miss any update on this channel. Thank you. Peace.